Remember earlier this winter when we didn't have all this snow? Well, those conditions saw fewer traffic collisions reported to Edmonton police throughout November and December compared to the same months in 2022. However, data from EPS shows the number of reported accidents during the same stretch over the past 5 years has gone up, and it's presenting drivers in this province with a problem.
As we get further and further from the height of the pandemic, driving habits are increasing and returning to normal. But what's not returning to normal is the cost of auto insurance claims.
Just before COVID broke out in Edmonton, over 6,700 collisions were reported to police in November and December of 2019. Those numbers dropped during the lockdown period before ramping back up in 2022 when things reopened long term. Then, the dry, warm start to this winter saw 500 fewer reported collisions compared to last year. Driving habits in Edmonton are seemingly back to normal, but as Aaron Sutherland, Vice President of the Insurance Bureau of Canada, points out, inflation is making driving more expensive and it could become even more costly.
As we see claims return to historical levels and as we see driving habits return to normal, it's the cost of auto insurance claims that is putting pressure on premiums here in this province.
Sutherland says inflation has made repairing and replacing a vehicle at least 15% more expensive than it was 3 years ago. Legal costs are up 31% and make up a fifth of your insurance premium. Theft claim costs are also up 39%. And Sutherland says Alberta's insurance rate cap doesn't do anything to bring these costs down.
Until we get those costs under control, premiums are likely to rise. And that's why we're calling on the government to implement reforms that address those underlying costs.
Sutherland mentions a short-term solution would be to cut the 4% insurance premium tax on every policy, but he proposes government should look further down the road, recommending legislation that would pump the brakes on increasing legal costs and broaden the range of coverage options. In Edmonton, Elliot Knopp, City News.